Once again, I searched high and low for the latest, and we're gonna get into that. But let's get into this. Let's start off with this Padres game. There's a Padres brawl fest. I mean, there's this guy wearing a number 23 on his shirt. He's throwing a lot of punches, and no one seems to be able to knock him out. This is a fight among Padres fans. It's not like there's the rival teams fans in the crowd starting in with the Padres fans, and it's rival fans fighting. These are Padres fans fighting each other. I don't know why. I think this guy gets in a scuffle with another guy, and then someone gets hit nearby, and then like a bar fight sort of thing, gets out of control. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Hold on just a second.
Oh man!
Oh shit! Let's go back for more. Let's go back at the beginning of that, because he clocked him good. I wonder what Steve Inman would say. Damn. Okay, so let me see this again. Was it 23 to hit him? Yeah. 23, yeah. Someone said he must be a boxer or something like that, because he's able to hit a lot of people, punch them, and really no one was able to get at him. It's at a Padres game. It's ridiculous. Maybe they couldn't handle their brewskis. So no one got arrested, I guess.
Hey, take him out! Take him out! Take him out! Where's security? Hey,
yeah, where's security?
How is security not here? My God!
They're telling 23 to go sit down.
Dude, that guy is...
That's some crazy crap. Someone by the name of Amanda Castle posted this, and they said she's asking, are they teaching nurses to slyly give newborns multiple vaccines if they think the parents are anti-vax? So we'll take a look at this. It says, if there is suspicion that the parent will not bring the child to the pediatrician or healthcare provider for follow-up immunizations according to the optimal immunization schedule, any of the recommended vaccines can be administered simultaneously. I guess this is talking to nurses concerning newborns. Just go ahead and inoculate them if you think that the parents are anti-vax and won't bring them to the healthcare provider for follow-up visits to get their vaccines. Just go ahead and give it to them now. Something like that. What am I reading? Isn't that what we're reading here? If there's suspicion that the parent will not bring the child to the pediatrician or healthcare, always put that in quotes, provider for follow-up vaccines according to the optimal vaccine schedule, any of the recommended vaccines can be administered simultaneously. That means just inject them with the poison simultaneously? A bunch of vaccines? Are you serious? That'll fucking... No wonder why kids are getting cancer more than ever. Never heard of kids having cancer to begin with. When I was growing up, that was unheard of. A person getting the C word that rhymes with answer, the C's, cancer. I hate saying that word, so I'm going to call it the C's or the C word that rhymes with answer. It was unheard of. Like, it was rare that I knew somebody that had the C's. It was rare. You didn't see hospitals out there for that. You certainly didn't see children having the C word that rhymes with answer. That wasn't a thing. But look at us today. I know, it's the food. I know that a lot of parents out there, they really, I've seen it. They'll give their little kids, the little babies, no, well, maybe not babies I haven't seen, but toddlers, like 2 years old, 3 years old. Like you see them at the grocery store, and the little kid's sitting in the cart, and he's like eating candy. That's what these parents are feeding them too. But aside from that, it's also this right here, that right there. Because for me, by the time I got 18, I think I only had to have 17 vaccines by the time I hit 18. Now it's 72. That's insane. Vaccines are insane. So it's no wonder that they're getting sicker sooner than they should. Sooner. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's an effed up world. We got a couple of nifty news articles that I want to share with you. We're going to go in a longer format in due time. Right now, this is the way it is. Just giving you just nuggets of information of whatever I find that I think is really FEMA's toxic cover-up unravels as the C word that rhymes with answer, clusters, become top concern in East Palestine, Ohio. Cue up the figure and fiction. FEMA's toxic cover-up unravels as an explosion of the C word that rhymes with answer becomes top concern in East Palestine. They can no longer hide it. FEMA can no longer hide this poisoning of the environment. Where are all these greenies? How dare you, right, Greta? How come they're not, causing a ruckus over all this toxin that's being in the air, in the water? This stuff goes in the land, in the people, killing them. Mum's the word, huh? When it comes to these oopsie daisies. But they want to blame us for causing the climate change and poisoning the earth. Can't have a gas stove. This is what you have to have, an electric stove. Remember that? You were trying that stunt? Can't have a gas car. You got to have fucking gay ass electric cars, right? Remember that? To save the planet, tomato. But what about all these oopsie daisies that are releasing all kinds of poison into the environment? How come they're not saying anything about that? Crickets. But here we are. The Beijing Joe Biden administration's FEMA deliberately concealed environmental and human health harms posed by the Norfolk Southern train derailment and illegal vent and burn operation in East Palestine. Do you remember that? The venting and burning of this. I covered that when this first went down rather extensively. A lot of other channels did too. While residents suffered in ignorance. The residents didn't know just how. They knew it was bad, but they didn't know how bad. Let me explain something to you. If I see that, we see a lot of that from the chemtrails a lot of times, but if I see the little popcorn chem clouds hanging low after a train derailment with poison, I'm going to do my damnedest to get the fuck out of there. Newly released Freedom of Information Act documents expose a chilling betrayal. Federal officials knew the toxic plume unleashed in February of 2023 carried long-term carcinogenic threats, yet they silenced whistleblowers, avoided public engagement, and manipulated data to downplay the crisis. Now, as cancer clusters threaten the community, the EPA's rigged testing methods and FEMA's negligence stand exposed in a scandal of corporate collusion and government malfeasance. You can't hide it anymore, can you? You can't hide the fact that you poisoned this town, the environment. Look at this. You remember this, right? Here's the main takeaways from all this. Also, remember, they said, the water was safe after this. Remember, they told the residents, the water's safe. It's safe for drinking. Seriously? The air, they said. Remember that when this happened? When all this went down, they said, yeah, I know it looked like poison, but it's still safe and effective. Your water's still safe and effective. Your air's still safe and effective. They said, breathe it in. If you smell what FEMA's cooking, it's all safe, they said. The water's safe. The air is safe. No, it's not. No, it's not. I said this 2 years ago when this shit went down. The main takeaway, Freedom of Information documents reveal FEMA internally acknowledged cancer risk and toxic exposure while publicly dismissing those facts to the residences. In other words, translation, they knew this shit was toxic. Of course it is. They knew that it was going to cause a C word that rhymes with answer, and they played it off to the residents. Oh, no residents of East Palestine. Never even heard of that town till this happened, but I know it was in a movie, and some residents from the town played in the movie. Anyway, they said to the residents, it's okay. It's all right. Big thumbs up. Everything's safe. Yeah, we had a train wreck. Yeah, some toxins got released, but overall we tested everything and everything's fine. Bullshit. How can you residents of East Palestine even believe that crap? That's insane. Here's another main takeaway from all this. Whistleblowers prove the EPA falsified contamination reports, raising detection limits to claim non-detect results for deadly chemicals. Raising detection limits. In other words, if the limit was here and the chemicals in the environment were above the limit, they just raised the bar and went, well, it's below the limit now. It's safe. Just a trace of chemicals. They lied. They lied. Of course they did. Independent experts confirmed the vent and burn released 119 cancer-causing chemicals, with contamination still spreading through waterways and basements. And let me say this. When I covered this 2 years ago, that contamination of the waterways, and it went for miles outside of East Palestine. For miles. There's a lot of people, it's not just East Palestine, that are going to feel the effects of this. Oopsie-daisy. Remember I covered that? Oopsie-daisy, my bad. We had a train around. Constantly. Oil refineries going up in smoke. Food processing plants going up in smoke. Oopsie-daisy, my bad. We'll get back at you. We'll investigate and get back at you, they said. Remember the General Mills plant in Georgia, in the Atlanta area, got hit by, what was it, 1 plane or 2 planes? Since when? Huh? What are you talking about? Seriously? Another oopsie-daisy? Planes hitting down cereal manufacturing facilities? Yeah? All around the same time all this shit's going down? Oopsie-daisy. We just had a mishap. Yeah. Barge hitting a train, or hitting a bridge over Baltimore. Another barge hit a minor bridge over there. I think it was in Arizona, somewhere around there. But you know what I'm saying. Oopsie-daisy, my mistake. It's bad. We'll investigate. We'll get back at you. Now here's another shiny object for you to get distracted with. Yeah, but I'm watching you, and there's a lot of us out there that are watching you. We're keeping an eye on the ball. We're not going to get distracted like that. Okay? So, and it's just independent experts confirmed the vent and burn. Okay, I went over that. FEMA instructed officials to avoid community meetings. Don't you dare, community officials in East Palestine. Don't you dare start having Q&As with your residents. We're gonna have none of that. They said. FEMA said, do not have meetings and with the community concerning this, because we don't want them to know the truth. And we know some of you community officials might slip up and say something that will blow our cover. So it's best that you don't meet with the public at all. That's what FEMA said. Pretty much. Legal challenges now demand accountability for EPA's big lies and Norfolk Southern's unchecked pollution. So there you go. Cancer, C word that rhymes with answer, explosion. after this explosion, after this oops-a-daisy 2 years ago? How does that make you feel? Think that's an accident? Yeah, seriously? Let's see what else we have. Party people and party sheeple. Boy, oh boy, does that look good. I loves me some sunny side up eggs. That looks good right there. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Largest egg producer in the Southwest has been shut down. I know you're sitting there right now going, what are you talking about, Willis? Shut down. This is one of the 20th biggest egg producers in the United States. Estados Unidos. Are you JKing? The Southwest. The largest egg producer. Why? Why would that be? Class? Huh? Whoa. The largest egg producer in the Southwest has been shut down because of the fake-ass bird flu. The fake virus, allegedly wiped out nearly all of Hickman's family farms chickens in Arizona. I don't think so. I don't think the fake virus allegedly did it. Y'all are just killing the chickens because of your faulty PCR test. Your faulty PCR tests are saying the chiggy, or if one chiggy has the fake bird flu, according to the faulty PCR test, then they say, well, I'm sorry, Farmer John, you're going to have to slaughter all your damn flocks. All your chickens going to have to get killed. And the farmer goes, okay, yes sir, okay. Right? The company's president and CEO, Glenn Hickman, told Newsweek in a Saturday phone call that he had to cut his staff and start rebuilding his flock. But I thought the bird flu was gone. I thought this shit was over. No, it's still lingering. It's still there. This psyop, this fake. Oh, these bastards need to be in jail. They really pushing this bullshit. If you're a government worker, you're going to a farm, administering a faulty PCR test, sticking up the bird's beak and pulling it out and telling the farmer that it has the bird flu and that the farmer has to cull all his chiggies, your ass needs to be in prison, to say the very least, you evil POS. And if you act like you don't know that what you're doing is evil, you think that there's a bird virus out there, you're not qualified to even be a janitor, much less going to farms testing for so-called viruses if you're that damn dumb. First of all, idiot, if there was a virus, and if there was such a thing as a virus, and if a chicken on a farm had it tested positive, you don't slaughter that chicken. You don't kill any of the chickens, idiot. You don't kill any of these chickens any more than you would kill your own child who came home with the sniffles, right? But your logic is kill all the chickens if one bird tests positive. It's always a testing positive. It's always a case. It's a case-demic. It's not real. It's your faulty PCR test producing cases of this and cases of bird flu. No. It's all lies. But here's what I'm saying. If you actually are that damn dumb to believe that a bird has a bird flu, then you have the bird brain flu, number one. Number two is, why would you kill that chicken that's sick? Wouldn't you try to nurse it to health? Number three, why would you have the entire farm's chiggies be killed in the name of the bird flu just because one has the sniffles, so you say? Doesn't make sense. Unless it does make sense, you're part of the problem. You're that damn stupid, and they're going after our food. They're killing our chickens. You wouldn't kill your kids for being sick and wipe out the entire family for that. So why would you apply that logic to chickens? It makes no sense. So if you're a worker doing this, testing birds on farms, and you haven't even made that connection, You are beyond dumbass, beyond stupid. You're that damn dumb. You need to be in a fucking... You're insane. You're an insane person. You need to be in a padded room. Break out the paddy wagons. Let's scoop you up. You can't be that damn dumb. Why would you kill... Would you kill your dog because your dog is sick? Or would you try to nurse it back to health? If you had 10 dogs in your home and one of them got sick, would you wipe out all the dogs? You wouldn't try to make your dog great again? This makes no sense, except the fact that there's got a lot of useful idiots out there that are going along with this shit. You got the useful idiots that'll put on their muzzles and roll up their sleeves. You got the useful idiots going on the farm testing these birds. A bunch of useful idiots, useless idiots I want to call them, but they're useful for the New World Order, at least for now. So here we have this company's president, CEO, Glenn Hickman, saying the loss of its flock will result in layoffs and force at least a pause, if not an end, because they want an end to our food, if not an end to its 30-year inmate rehabilitation program, which has provided thousands of incarcerated men and women with work experience. Okay, so you got this farm that hires people that are in jail. It's a rehab program. They're in jail. It's like this huddle house that we go to in town. This huddle house has a rehab program. I call it work release or whatever. It's mostly women. That's right. It's women. It's a women's prison that's not far from the huddle house. Women. They go to work there, and they have to go back to the prison. So I'm assuming that's what this Hickman's farm over there does. But they're going to have to end their 30-year inmate rehab program because, well, if you kill all your chickens, you don't you got to cut your work staff, right? I mean, and so this farm is rapidly trying to euthanize everything to try and stop the virus from spreading, as well as removing them. This farm of around 850 employees, the CEO says they're rapidly trying to euthanize everything. Are you trying to euthanize yourself too? Are you this damn dumb? Is the CEO this? Are you this dumb? Are you part of the problem? You know what you're doing, right? You got to know what you're doing. Yeah, it's not logical to kill all your chickens for one that's supposedly sick, but this is all bullshit. This is where we're at. It's unfucking believable.